So when you clicked on that video, I can imagine you made experiences and you were interested in self-growth and self-development, upgrading yourself and your life. And now you have this dilemma, like paradox situation, where you have, in one hand, you have like this letting go, oneness and non-attachment and just non-duality. So there is no good and bad. But in the other hand, you had your experiences with growing and self-development and getting out of your comfort zone, like things like this, doing hard things to be in another place. So what is it about? What is the truth? Like, how can we deal with both of them? Mostly people get the idea of non-duality when they already had big success, or when they had a lot of suffering that they couldn't deal with it anymore. To know yourself, know thyself. It's a really important phrase in a lot of religious and spiritual contexts. Why is that so important? Of course it is important to know who you are, like what you are. Not who you are, but what you are. In the sense of what are you? And I think we are spiritual beings. I think that, and I know that in some way. But we still are not just spiritual beings. We are having a human experience. So we are in this world, materialistic world. And a lot of what we are doing is not only materialistic, but it's also spiritual. So it's combined. And I mean, I had a time where I was in that non-duality time of my life, but after a certain time I felt like I was getting passive more and more and more, and I asked myself the question that why am I still like waking up in the morning? And of course sometimes I had peace, sometimes I didn't, but I was like adapting in the sense of non-duality. And before I had this time where I was doing hard things, because I had the philosophy that you have to do hard things to get different things, and life is about suffering. And both are true. For me, now I'm in a place in my life where I can play with life. I can do my things. I am as disciplined as I was never before. I am doing my stuff that I think are good for me, but I'm also like in a place where I am in peace with myself. Not always, but in a lot of times, and I am detached because I am doing the work. And what can I do more than doing whatever is possible for me, and then trusting? And this is the thing, like, even if you do things, even if you work on projects or work on yourself, actually, if you are detached about the outcome, you can just enjoy the process, you can just enjoy the journey. And I think that is life about. You're never gonna reach a point. If you wait for a point where you will reach any kind of happiness that will like last all the time, or peace or whatever, it's never gonna come. And by the way, if you think that way, it's gonna be further away, like it's never gonna be close to you. Balance, yin and yang, dark and light, it's all about that. Still being detached to the outcome, but also doing your best. And when you do whatever you're doing, be present as much as possible, and it will happen automatically. Because if there's nothing to reach, even if you have goals, you should have goals. I think goals are fun, and I think with goals you can see some results, and it will motivate you. And I think it's human nature to do hard things. I think it fulfills one with something that is not gonna happen when you are in your comfort all the time. You're not doing, just trying new things, whatever. Like, this is all, I think it's all beautiful. But as I said, doing things, giving your best, enjoying the process, enjoying the ride, and coming back to yourself, coming back to your breath, coming back to detachment, letting go the present moment. And every time that you feel like, okay, now you're too focused on the outcome, or your value depends on what you do, that's not a good place to be. And sometimes in life this happens somehow automatically, but still remind yourself to come back. So you will have both. You know that nothing outside will give you any peace that you will find inside, but you can still play with life. And if you stop playing with life, you will feel about life like, why the hell am I still here? I could put that, and my spiritual being would be in another dimension. So there is a reason why we are here. Life is as it is. There will always be some suffering, but if you work on yourself, you can serve. And I think also a beautiful thing in life is to serve, to give others something from your soul. Because every soul, even if we are all one, every soul lives different. And maybe you are good in speaking or playing a guitar, whatever. And if you practice that, and if you do the steps and take action to somehow show it to the world, and you can serve in any way, this is beautiful. I think this is giving you a lot. Enjoy the ride. And I thank you for watching. I hope that this made some kind of feelings and unclarities clearer. If you felt that way, if it made your perspectives different, let me know in any way that you prefer. My name is Ece, and I see you the next time. Bye.